Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today, bringing you guys and gals Dragon Ball Super episode 49 review. Now, this episode is relatively simple, straightforward, easy peasy lemon squeezy, therefore not that much time on this review by my standards. So that being said, when it comes to animation, overall animation was relatively okay. Nothing too crazy or special, but there were a few good scenes. Like, for example, when you have Future Trunks versus Goku Super Saiyan 3, and Future Trunks takes out the sword for his final attack, and he swings down. Goku blocks with the two fingers. That was a pretty good scene. And also the next major scene to follow up, which was Black Goku, Goku Black, Dark Goku, Evil Goku, Brother Goku, whatever you want to call him. He comes from the future. There's a giant time rift. There's a bolt of lightning, and from that bolt of lightning, from the plasma, it's all white, bright white, and then he just forms from that. That was pretty beast. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a statement. When you like form from like a bolt of lightning, like when you emerge from that, I'm like, dude, whoo, that was a statement. Letting everybody know I'm a badass and I'm here. What up? Bow to me. Take the knee, my lord. So I did like that. So, animation overall, it was relatively okay, like meh to okay, but there were a few good scenes in the episode. That's number one. Now, when it comes to the pacing and the structure, overall, it was relatively simple. There is a flashback of the future, which is kind of weird because it's the past of the future, but regardless of that, there is the flashback of the future of not only Deborah and Bobbity, or Bibbity, Bobbity, but as well as the initial touchdown of Black Goku, and then on top of that, you have the fight between Goku and Trunks, then you have the touchdown of Black Goku into the present. But before all of that, the lion's share of the pacing is basically Trunks, future Trunks, talking to his present day self, present day Bulma, present day Goku, talking to Whis and Beerus as well, and how they have to be punished for controlling time, but because the food's good, we'll let you slide. Alright, culinary arts are saving the planet every time Whis and Beerus touch down. Though granted, there are some times where that kind of fucks up because Majin Buu didn't want to give Beerus some pudding, and that almost destroyed the planet. That being said, you control Beerus and Whis via the food, so the crew can go about doing their thing when it comes to going into the future and fighting against Black Goku. But of course, we all know that Black Goku, he comes to them. So, that being said, pacing overall and structure, once again, relatively simple and straightforward. So after that, we have the story progression. And story-wise, I mean, the only thing here I have to wonder is, what the fuck is that ring? The time ring, like the ring of time, where he can just open a portal, a rift to the past? Like, dude, what? How? And then he knows exactly at which point in time Trunks has arrived in the present. What is that? Like, okay, we need the details. Like, that ring, obviously, is very important. We need the details of what the hell is going on with that ring. And this probably ties to that Supreme Kai-ish figure that we see in the openings. His name was revealed in an article on Saiyan Island, which I won't say his name for this episode because that may be too much of a spoiler for some folks, so I'll just avoid that. But the fact of the matter here is that this dude has a ring by which he can track Trunks even to the past, and he knows exactly at which time Trunks is in. Though granted, okay, you know what, there is something that is a little bit weird here. So it was explained by Whis the reason why time manipulation is illegal. Even when it comes to the gods cannot utilize time manipulation and going back into the past or towards the future. They can't do that because when you do that, when you manipulate time in that fashion, you can alter the universe wherein which even planets can cease to exist. However, the problem here is that the timeline of future Trunks and the timeline of present day are two different timelines. They have no effect on each other. They're different dimensions. So what Whis is saying is true if they were a part of the same timeline, but they're not. It's a little confusing, where, like, according to Whis, this possibly is the same timeline, but based on what happened previously in the series, we know it's not the same timeline. So that may be a mistake, or maybe Whis is not aware of the whole multiple dimension thing going on. Maybe that'll be explained later on. I mean, because it could be like the future, but at the same time, it's like that's No, like no. The simple fact that Goku, Piccolo, Krillin, and Vegeta, they're all alive in this timeline, in of itself proves that this is a different timeline. So again, I see what Whis is saying, but it has no real bearing. And you know what? If Goku and company were to go to the future, and it's not like the future Trunks' future, but an entirely different future, there's no guarantee that that future is the future of the same timeline of the present day DB Super. So this gets a little bit complicated because it's never been explained if there's multiple dimensions of the same universe. That has not been clarified in Dragon Ball. That's the assumption given what happened in the past, but it's not directly stated. And when you have Whis talk about how if you do shit in the past, it's going to affect the present, that's true, but that only affects the present of that timeline, not this timeline. So, I just want that to be clarified later on. So, I'm done with that. But when it comes to story, it is the Ring of Time, it is Goku and company meeting Trunks and their initial experience and whatnot. Then it is, of course, the manual that Bulma found pertaining to her future self when it comes to the software, when it comes to the notes about the technology and the theories that exist in the future when it comes to time travel, whatnot. Then, of course, it is Black Goku touching down. Then it is a flashback of the future. So it's the past within the future where Trunks fought against Deborah and Bobbity, and that was pretty neat to see how those two, they did reside within the future as well. Majin Buu was going to be resurrected. However, Trunks, with the help of the Supreme Kai, Kaioshin, he was able to defeat both Deborah and Bobbity by himself. In all honesty, it was neat. However, seeing Deborah just spit, that's all he did. Just spit. I was like, dude, really? No other techniques, no other moves, nothing? Just spit on the dude. That was kind of lame. It really was. I mean, granted, I can assume that more stuff happened during that fight, but we're not going to see it. There's no way in hell. So, just him spitting and trying to turn the stone, lame. And how he was able to block the spit with his hands. I was kind of like, that was possible? Really? So, either way, fact of the matter is that we get to see that, and that was pretty neat. So that right there is the story progression, and then finally we have the characterization. Okay, this is a stretch here, but future Trunks, he did humble himself towards Beerus once he found out that gods existed, and how gods, they were saying they should be punished for manipulating time. Also, when he found out that Goku did survive, or he came back to life after the whole Cell incident, and he realized that he was talking to Goku, like the good Goku. Trunks did humble himself to Goku, like, oh, Goku, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't mean to do that. And so that's not necessarily new when it comes to this characterization, but more so it's reaffirmation that he is a very humble person. Then it is the reveal that according to future Trunks, Black Goku, or Goku Black, or Dark Goku, Evil Goku, Brother Goku, he actually referred to himself as Son Goku when he first touched down. So he's Goku. He's this Goku, but he's warped in some way, shape, or form. According to Trunks, he addressed himself as Son Goku, but they call him Black because he wears all black. Well, black, grayish, and like a red thing. So not all black, but you get my point. And that's interesting, how he would refer to himself as Son Goku, specifically. And he does look like Goku. So you have to wonder what happened to Son Goku, who was supposed to be dead in the future, but now is back and he's evil. That's very fascinating. So, that being said, I'm done. The episode overall is okay plus, and I will see you guys and gals later. King Lightning, rate the video, comment, and subscribe as always. Peace. Have a nice goddamn day. By the way, there is one last thing I want to mention for characterization. Trunks can go Super Saiyan 2. In the original DBZ, Trunks didn't reach Super Saiyan 2. He was in like Super Saiyan, like that big hulkish form. Like that was his most powerful Super Saiyan state. I think it's called like 3rd grade or like 4th grade, something like that. But he is now in full-blown Super Saiyan 2. So Trunks became more powerful after the original story. And so that, of course, is a part of his characterization, him becoming more powerful. But still nowhere near the level of Super Saiyan 3 or even the God Realms. So that being said, now I'm done. King Lightning, rate the video, comment, subscribe as always. Have a nice goddamn day.